So why we use joins in SQL? Why we use joins in SQL? In order to fetch or retrieve data, okay, in order to fetch or retrieve data from two or more tables, from two or more tables, okay, by using common conditions, okay, or we call it as a common column map, okay, common column mapping. So joins are nothing but if you want to fetch data from two or more tables, we use joins. Okay. So we will see what sort of joins are there in Oracle SQL. So types of joins. First one, equi-join. Okay. Equi-join. And next one, so Cartesian join. Cartesian join, or we also call it as Cartesian product. Cartesian product. And outer join. So equi-join we also call as inner joins. Okay. Cartesian join, outer join, and in outer join we see left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. Full outer join. Apart from this, we have self join. So what type of joins we have? Equi-join, or we call it as inner join. We also call it as natural join. The next one is Cartesian join or Cartesian product. Outer joins, left outer, right outer, full outer, and self joint. So we'll see one by one with example. First one, equi-join. Okay, equi-join. So we will take two tables. One is the employee table. Okay. We are having the data of employees. So the other table I am taking is DEPT, department table. So here we are having department number, department name, and location. And in employee table, we are having employee number, employee name, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, and department number. So I want to get the department name and location in my report from which table? DEPT. So here if you focus, so what is the column common for both the tables? Department number is there in employee table and department number is there in department table, DEPT table. So what we will do? So I want to get all data from EMP. Okay. And I want to get two additional columns, that is department name and location. Okay. So if you see, so here we will learn one more concept called table aliases. Table aliases. So if I am fetching data from two tables, so EMP comma DEPT department. So I want all columns from EMP and all columns from and I want only two columns from DEPT. So DEPT dot dname, okay, and DEPT dot location. Okay. So here I said no. What is a common column between two tables? So we are writing a join condition. So where A dot sorry, here EMP table, no, EMP dot department number equal to DEPT dot department number. So I am joining these two columns, department number and the department number. We'll see what happened and then you will get an idea. So now if you see here, our report is having department name and location. So based on the department number number 10 means accounts and accounting and network. 20 means research and Dallas. 30 means sales and Chicago. So in EquiJoin, only the matched records from the other table we are able to get. So if you see here, we have another record 40 operations, but only the mapping condition, only department numbers which are there in employee table. For that only we are able to get the data map. Okay. So that this is called EquiJoin because you are using a equal operator in mapping. That's why they are called as EquiJoin. And in other words, we can also call them as inner join. Okay. So I said no table aliases in this. So instead of writing all the time the table, sometimes table names will be large, very big. So if you want to write every time to call the column of the table, it looks complex. Or when you are writing join condition also, you need to mention table name. So not to simplify the query, we use table aliases. So the same query I am writing, see, select star from EMP. So I will represent EMP with E and DEPT with D. So instead of writing whole table name, simply I will write E dot star, D dot D name, D dot location. Okay, where where E dot department number equal to D dot department number. So this is called table aliases. That means what? In case of table name, you are using a alias name while calling the columns. So here E dot star means I want all the columns of employee table and I want only dname and location column from the DEPT table. Okay, so this is how we use table aliases, which makes our work or query writing simple. Okay, so I want only few columns from the employee table. Simply you will mention the column names now. I want employee number. Okay, e dot employee name, and I want salary. That's all. So then what I will do, I will mention only the few columns what I want from the employee table. Now see, so here what we see, we are getting data from two tables, and the report is showing with the new columns which are not there in employee table. So this is possible by using joins. So this join is called as an equi-join or a inner join. And in other words, we can also call it as natural join. Clear? Now next coming to the Cartesian join, or we call it as Cartesian product. So I shown you that if you want to join employee table a dot star, here I am taking the alias name. Okay, we can take any name we want. E dot star and D dot only D name I will take, and D dot location from EMPE DEPT D. See what happened if I did not take condition. So I said no. Generally, in order to join two or more tables, we need join condition. Okay. But here without giving condition, what will happen we see. So if you concentrate and see that, so data gets multiplied. Data gets multiplied, which is not correct actually. Is it? See, how many columns in how many rows in department table? 4 rows. And we know that in employee table, how many rows? 14 rows. So if you don't provide a condition, okay, no condition, no join condition, okay, leads to Cartesian product. That means it is going to give how many records? So how many records in employee table into how many records there in DEPT table? So 14 in employee table and 4 in DEPT. So total, how many records you are able to see here? 56 records. But here we'll have the correct data of only one record for each 4 because Smith is working in 20. So his department number is research actually. But here it is mapped with accounting and new work. So this is not correct. So that's why we will use only join condition to get correct data. If you don't use join condition, okay, data leads to Cartesian product. But in some business requirements, we need this sort of data as well. Although on this table, the data will not help, but in some business logics, we might use Cartesian product query. So that's why in order to know the Cartesian product, I shown you that without any condition, if you write a query, that means if you fetch the data from two tables without any condition, then it leads to Cartesian product. Clear, Prashant? Pawan.
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to the next one. So outer joins. Before going to outer joins, so I will create two tables, two simple tables to understand outer joins in a simple way. So simply I am creating two tables, create table. Okay. Some v underscore com. Okay. So VID, number, and V price. So vehicle price, number. Okay, with all numeric ones only I will create. So V company table is created. I'm simply inserting data. Insert into V underscore com values. So 1 comma 10,000 I am just giving. The same way I will insert 4 records. 2 with 20,000. 3 with 30,000. 4 with 40,000. So I am inserting the data. Records inserted. I am now committing the data. So commit complete. So now we got one table. Select star from V underscore comp, which is nothing but vehicle prices. Okay. V means vehicle and vehicle ID, vehicle price. Okay. Now I will create one more table like colors table. Create table V underscore color. Okay. V underscore color. So in this I am going to car. So vehicle ID only I will write. V underscore ID. Number. And V underscore color. So this I will write where char 2 of 20. Okay, one more table V underscore color I created. Now I am going to insert date. So insert into V underscore color values. So 1 comma. So color simply red color. Okay, only 3 records I will insert in color. So it is like blue color. It is yellow color. Okay, I inserted and I am committing. If not, write commit. So that miss. Okay. So one more table I am going to insert now on create. So I want to show you on multiple tables how the join works. So here the other table I am going to create is V underscore model. And VID and the model name. Okay. So here our table is model table. Okay. So simply like bench, Honda. Okay. Mahindra. Okay, Mahindra. And the other one is okay. Quid. So this is the with other ID. Something like 6 I am going to insert. So now I am going to insert 4 records in this table. So insert into, so there is an error we got. Which I will not create table. Yes. And now I am inserting the records. Okay. So now if you see, so we got 3 tables created. One is what? V underscore comp, and the other table is V underscore color, and the other table is V underscore model. Okay. So here, if you concentrate and see, first table is what? It is holding prices. Second table is what? It is holding colors. Third table, it is holding models. So now my intention is, so I want to get for vehicle ID, what is the color? Okay. And what is the model? Okay. So we know manually, if you see what is the vehicle ID one? Red color. What is the model? Bench. So, but in single table, that means in single report, I need to get it. Okay. So before going into outer joins, I am saying this one. Then we will see about outer join. So here, so my intention is that I want to get all the records what are there here. Okay. Now you got the 3 tables. Okay. So one question I want to ask: if n tables are there, how many minimum joins required? So if 2 tables, if you want to join, how many joins required for 2 tables? One join is required. One join is enough. For 3 tables, how many minimum joins required? 2 joins. Okay. For 2 tables, one join is minimum required. That means one condition is minimum required. For 3 tables, 2. So for n tables, how many? N minus 1. Yes. So this you need to keep in mind. That means minimum of n minus 1 joins are required, okay, to join the tables. So now my intention is that I want to get color and model in the same report. So how I will write? See, select A dot star. I want all records of A dot. B dot only color I want. So what is the column name? V underscore color. Okay. V underscore color. And C dot V underscore model. So what are the table names? v underscore comp. So this alias name what I am giving a. Why? Because I used a here. Next one, v underscore color. What is the alias name I am giving? B. And next one, v underscore model. What is the alias name I am giving? C. So now write the condition. So minimum of here I am using how many tables? 3 tables. So if I join A with B and A with C, it is okay. We can join it. So we know the common column here. What is the common column? VID, VID and VID. But see here in first table we don't have underscore, but in the second table we have underscore. But no problem. While writing the condition, V dot A dot VID equal to V dot V underscore VID. So if you want to add one more condition, and so next condition, A dot VID equal to C dot V underscore ID. Okay, V dot V underscore ID, C dot V underscore ID. Now see, once if I run this query, so we got our final result. We got our result. So what? So this is called inner join. Why? Because only the mapped conditions only we are getting. That means actually we have one more ID in our vcomp table 4, but there is no data related to ID 4 in other two tables. So that's why what is our output? So we got only the mapped results. So this is called inner join, and here in inner join we get all the records which are mapped on. Got it? So, but if you want the other ID which is not mapped also. So here we have 4 records in our main table C underscore comp. But the fourth record is not having color in the colors table and model in the model table. But still I want the fourth record. So then how this requirement gets satisfied? So by using outer joins. Okay. So here we have three types as we discussed. So left outer join. Okay, left outer join. Right outer join. And next one, full outer join. So first we will see one by one. First we will see left outer join. Okay, left outer join. So before going into left outer join, what is outer join? So we can get the unmapped data by using unmapped data as well by using outer join. So what is the use of outer joins? We can also get the unmapped data because our report has 4 IDs, our table, main table, but there are mapped records for only these 3 records. But I want in the report the 4th ID as well, which is not mapped. So for that purpose, we use outer joins. The first one is left outer join. So what is the use of left outer join? All records. So generally left outer join, why we call it? So if we take 2 tables, okay, like if you take 2 tables like A comma B. So what is the left table if you write like A comma B? Left table is A and right table is Okay. So in this way, we will predict what is the left table. That means when you are writing the table list in the from class, if you write A comma B, what is the left table? A, and what is the right table? B. So what left outer join will do is all the records from left table and only mapped records from right table. So what it will give left outer join? All the records from the left table. That means in this table we have all 4 records. But in the right table we have only 3 records. So we will get the mapped records and all records from the left table. Okay, I will show you the example, you will understand. So now I am taking in the A place which table? V underscore comp. And the next table, V underscore color. So only 2 tables I am taking. So here, see, select, I want all records, A dot star. And in the B table, I want only color icon. Okay, from. So what are the 2 tables I am going to list here in from class? V underscore comp and V underscore color. So alias names I am giving A and B. So now write the condition. So here see, while writing outer join, okay, we use a keyword called outer join. Okay, so here we use a keyword between 2 tables, that is left outer. So see, left outer. That means select column names from v underscore comp left outer v underscore color on which condition? On, here we will write on condition. So on a dot again the same common ID vid equal to v dot v underscore id. Now you run the query and see. So what is the issue? Missing queue. So select a dot from. Okay. We have left. Yeah, here we missed the keyword join. Okay, left outer join. Okay, that's the keyword we missed. So now you run and see. You got it? So left outer join. Okay. So here, if you concentrate on these 2 tables, so what is there in vcomp? We have all the 4 records. But in the colors table, we have only 3 colors, but there is no color for 4th record. Although we have got that null value, that means that record also. Why? Because here we write what? Left outer join. How the left outer join works? All the records of left table and only mapped records from right table. That only we got. Is it clear? For example, if I insert one more color in this colors table, okay, in the colors table, I want to insert one more record, which is okay. I will insert one more record. Like for example, I will insert 5, which is not there in the 5 alone. So here, if you run and see, I am committing it as well. So now if you run and see, although 5 is there in colors table, but we did not get it. Why? Because I said no, from, if you use left outer join, only the mapped records from right table you will get. Okay. Clear, Prashant? Any doubt? Power.
No.
Okay. Now you see the right outer join, then you will get full clarity. Right outer join. So right outer join, the same way in two tables A comma B. So which table represents right? Left, same thing only. So here what we see, left A and right B. So same thing. So here our right table is B. Now what the right join will do? What the right join will do? All records from right table and only mapped records from left table. Okay, we will see now the same query I am writing, no difference. But here in case of left, we will write what? Right. So see, A dot star, B dot V color, and now see, so instead of both I will write star so that you will see the difference. B dot star. So now if you see, so what happened? Generally, we have in right, left table fourth record, but why we did not get? Because we use right outer join. So what is the how the right outer join works? All records of right table and only the mapped records from left table. Clear now? Because here I used star so that all the records from both the tables, that means all the columns from both the tables, I'm able to view. So in order to show you the difference, I use star. Clear now? Prashant. Okay. So why we use outer joins? See, generally, we mainly use left outer join. Why? Because what? So if we think that A is our main table. So for example, we have employee list in A table. Okay. And we don't have the attendance for all the people. Okay. Then what we do? We will use left outer join. Then what happens? Oh, the people who given the attendance will be shown. Other people will get null record, null. But if you use a join, what happens? Only the people given attendance only you will able to see. So then here you will miss the data. But when we use left outer join, you will not miss. Why? Because okay. Why? Because you will get the data from your main table, all records you will get. But the IDs which is having color only, it will show. If it's not having color, it will show none. So that's why we use left outer join mainly. Why? Because we treat our left table as the main table and the colors which we are having, it will show. And for the colors which don't have, it will treat, it will not map. It will, you will get null. Okay. And the reverse mechanism is what? Right outer join. That means if you want all records of right table and only the mapped records of left table, you use right outer join. Simply the in place of left, you will be writing right. Clear till here? Any doubt?
Clear.
Yeah. Now coming to full outer join. So the name itself says full outer joins means what? So you are going to get all records from both the tables. Okay. You are going to get all records from both the tables. So So simply I am writing the above query, but in place of a full outer join, right outer join, here I will write what? Full outer join. So now if you run and see, I get all records of left table. Also I get all records of right table. There is no ID for 4. In place of ID 4, I got what? Null. But I got all records of right table and all records of left table. I don't have 5, but I got null from the right table. So this is called full outer join. I think now it is clear for you that what is the use of left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. Okay. Okay. Yes. So just have a recap that. So what are outer joints? So what are the outer joints which you see in joints? So left, right, and full. Okay. Most frequently we use left outer join in our projects because so our intention is that we will keep left table as the main table and only we will map. So we will map using the left table so that we use most commonly left outer join in most of the cases. Okay. Next, the another join which we want to know is self join. Self join. Self join. Self join is nothing but if you if you want to join, if you want to join the if you want to join the column in the same table itself. Okay, if you are using join in the same table itself, then we call it as self join. Okay, if you want to join in the same table itself, then we will call it as self join. So if you want to see here, select star from EMP. So here we know that our manager is nothing but again the employee number. Is it? So earlier what we use hierarchical operators to achieve who is the manager name of Smith. But now see by using self join, I will bring manager name for Smith. Okay, we will see how we can bring it. So just I am taking few columns: employee number, employee name, MGR from EM. Okay, so what I will do is see, I will take all the records of A table. Okay, and in the B table again I want to take employee name and simply this name I am going to give it as MGR name, that means manager name. So now here I will take two tables. One is EMP and with the alias name what? A. And second table also I will take with EMP only, but the alias name I am going to give is B. So that means I am taking the same table with two different aliases. Okay. Now where A dot, so what is you know it, how I need to map to get a manager name? So manager name is nothing but again the employee name, employee number. So that's why where A dot MGR equal to B dot V dot employee number. V dot employee number. Now you see. Have we achieved our result? See, employee number of Ford, and Ford is nothing but what? 7566 manager. So Ford's manager is who? 7566, who is nothing but Jones. If you see here 7566, who is 7566? Jones. That only we got here. Got it? Here?
There.
But here we got only 13 records. See, that means we did not get king in the result set. Why? Because we are mapping with what? Manager equal to employee number. But here, if manager is null, so we don't have any map. So that's why king is missing in our records. Generally 14 records are there, but how many records we get? We get only 13 records because there is one manager with null. So that case will not get satisfied. Why? Because it is a equi-join or inner join. How can we get king as well? Just now you learned. We can use what? Left outer join, so that you will get what? All records of our left table. See, in the self join only I am writing what? Left outer join. So on which condition here, if you are using left outer join, you need to write on condition. So you, instead of where, you are going to write on. So now if you run and see now you are able to get the king, because king is not having any mapping, but still we are getting the king. Because of why? Because I want left outer join. So left outer join, what it will do, I said no. You will get all records of left table and mapped records of right table. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay.